sports coverage of the National Football League. Brings us to Indianapolis, Indiana, where they fire up the crowd with the striking of the anvil as it's time for football at Lucas Oil Stadium. Tonight on Sunday Night Primetime, it's the Kansas City Chiefs and the Indianapolis Colts. It's Mike Tirico and Greg Olson with you. Michael Badgley will be the first to get this one going. Off we go on Sunday Night Football. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. So here come the Chiefs, and that means the three-time Super Bowl MVP, twice the league MVP. Almost hard to believe, Greg, it's season 9 for Patrick Mahomes.
There's just certain guys, Mike, when they take the field and they step into the huddle, the other 10 players, they just take a little bit of a deeper breath. They're like, man, I'm glad this guy is on our side, and he's certainly one of them. He just brings an element of confidence to everybody else around him, not only in the huddle, but on the sideline, on the defense, the coaching staff. Everyone is better as the result of him being your quarterback. You spend all week on your opening script. What are the plays that allow you to find a rhythm and have some early success offensively? Well, in this case, that first play you drawn up sent you going back the wrong direction. How does that change this play caller's approach to the ground game going forward?
He's got his tight end. That's Travis Kelce. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on third down. Movement up front. And that's our first time tonight to check in with our referee. That's on the tackle, Jawan Taylor.
Still third down.
So after the 5 yards walked off, it is third down and 8. From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. Looks like we have an injured Colt on that play. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout.
For this? You're better than this. What are you doing?
So from the 39, they come up on 1st and 10. Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. That's complete. Left side to Worthy. And he's not going to get too far. Tackled after a gain of just a yard.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
Right back to the air for Mahomes. Toward the middle of the field that time, but incomplete.
And you can see the quarterback, he's looking up at the Jumbotron after that throw, Mike. He knows he just got away with one, and he's thinking, all right, what do I got to do to make an adjustment that it's not so close the next time?
We're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8. To the air once more, it's Mahomes. Got a man over the middle, it's Worthy. Second time they've hooked up on this drive. This one good for 12 and a first down.
And the first down, Chiefs.
These third down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on third down.
Play action here. Mahomes. Pass is caught by Gray, right side. And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line. 12 was nice last time, so they did it again. Another 12-yard pickup and another first down.
And this offense just continues to methodically move the ball down the field here on their opening drive, Mike. And I think defensively, they've got to figure something out. Otherwise, this has the looks for one of those long days in the office.
It'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
Play 10 of this opening drive. And here's third down. They'll run the sneak. And he's going to be brought down right on that yellow line with the official signal. He's got enough for the first down.
First down, Chiefs.
I know it's early in this game, but in my mind, that's 4-down territory. And certainly now the coach doesn't have to make that decision. He keeps it on the ground on 3rd and short, gets a fresh set of downs, and now they got to see if they can come away with some points.
Now Mahomes gives it to Pacheco. And he will score! Isaiah Pacheco. Touchdown, KC. A terrific way to start this one. Not only a touchdown, but a nice long march down the field. Makes it a long walk back to the bench for the defense.
Mike, that's about as good as you can imagine starting a game offensively. To be able to sustain that many plays and be able to cap it off with a touchdown, that is a dream start for this offense.
Harrison Butker now for the extra point. His kick is good. And the Chiefs will take a 7-0 lead.
7, Colts nothing.
So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. Anthony Gould now to return. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. The Colts offense going to take the field here for the first time. They're led by the former first-round pick out of Duke, quarterback Daniel Jones.
Now, this is the type of quarterbacks that just give defensive coordinators nightmares. They stay up all night thinking, okay, what is the best way to defend him? Do we treat him as a runner? Do we treat him as a passer? And I think that's really where the most stress comes in, Mike, is you want to make sure you don't let him kill you with his legs downfield as a runner, but it's also his ability to extend plays as a passer that really creates a lot of stress on your back-end coverage, and that's where those big plays can come. So it's a big challenge. They know it, and we'll find out early on what the plan is.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd and 5. They'll go again here with Taylor. And that one shut down pretty quickly. They get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
He's tackled at the 29-yard line. A gain of a yard on the play. Brings up 3rd and 4.
Here's a 3rd down and 4. gun, it's Jones. His first throw of the game is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Watson.
This is an area of the offense, Mike, that's going to have to find its rhythm now as this game unfolds. They talked all week, come out early, get some completions, settle down this quarterback. Well, in return, he throws an early pick. It's too early to go away from the game plan. There's a lot of game left, but this passing game is going to have to get on track throughout the rest of this game.
The Chiefs offense ready to get going with their second possession. They'll have a short field, looking to build on the lead. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Off the play fake. Mahomes. That's over the middle and caught by Rice.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
From the 31, here comes a 2nd and a yard. Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. And he'll be taken down after a gain of 3, but that is good enough for a first down.
Well, we'll give a little credit here defensively. Even though they allowed the first down, we've seen defenses really struggle bringing this big tight end to the ground, and they didn't allow him to pick up a bunch of yards after contact, but he was able to get just enough to pick up the first down.
On the carry, it's Pacheco. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5.
Pacheco, the ball carrier. The tackle by Rodney Thomas. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 22-yard line.
From the 22 now, here's 2nd and 4. Holmes fakes the give and keeps it himself. The ball comes out. The Colts have got it. And he is going to bring this one back. They force the fumble, and it leads to a defensive score. Greg, what a terrible play for the offense. You're trying to gain some momentum. Here you not only lose the handle of the ball, you hand the defense 6 points.
And Mike, how often do we see that when a player loses the ball, his confidence is not far behind? And I think in this case, that's where the coaching comes in. Put your arm around him. Hey, we're giving you the ball in this next possession. We believe in you. They've got to get this player back into the flow of the game after that back-breaking turnover that led to the defensive touchdown.
And remember now, all turnovers must be reviewed by replay. So this one is going to need a little closer look. At issue was the knee or any other body part except the hand down before the ball comes loose. And are the visuals convincing enough to overturn the call on the field?
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
So that one overturned. They say the runner was down, and that will not be a fumble. This is 3rd and 6. Mahomes. That is going to be hauled in. He's got it. Xavier Worthy. Touchdown, Kansas City.
All week, we're going to see this play be run over and over as a highlight of the quarterback and the receiver. But, Mike, the part that people don't give enough credit to, in order to get a downfield shot, you have to have time. And what a great job by the offensive line, allowing the quarterback to be comfortable enough in the pocket. Let those deeper routes develop, be on time and accurate with the ball. And that's why this play is going to be a highlight all week. Let's give the big guys up front some credit.
And Butker on for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Chiefs move out on top, 14-0.
Colts nothing.
So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. Here's Gould on the return. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Colts offense ready for their second possession. They'll begin with 1st and 10. They'll start with Taylor. And tough running there. He's up to the 32. Drew Tranquil up to make the tackle.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 32-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 6. They go right back to Taylor. He'll be tackled up around the 45-yard line. A pickup there of 13. 1st down, Indianapolis.
1st down. 1st and 10.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 48-yard line.
From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd and 3. Shotgun now for Jones. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a 1st down after a gain of 7.
When you call these double moves, you're going for broke. And you're looking to throw this ball over the head of the defense. So give a lot of credit to the defensive backs. Yes, it led to a completion, but this was not the big play the offense intended when the coordinator called that play.
Right side, that is hauled in by Warren.
So the hope is when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on him early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely take it.
So we are through one here on Sunday Night Primetime. 14-0 is our score. We'll come back to Indianapolis in a moment. The Colts with the football to start this 2nd quarter. Ball on the 35. Here comes a 2nd and 5. As we are ready to get back underway. Good running there. He's got the 1st down inside the 30.
A gain of 9 yards. That's another Colts 1st down.
2nd down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a 1st down.
That's caught inside by Hickman on the slant. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the Chiefs' 22-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 6. To throw. It's Jones. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the first down.
Brings up third down.
Third and inches. They'll try to sneak it here. Trying to find any seam he can, but the push too strong in the middle. He didn't get there. It's fourth down.
The Colts, first down. First and 10 at the 16-yard line.
I don't want to take anything away from the quarterback here, Mike. He did a nice job picking up that first down. But this play is won or lost by the big guys up front. They're the ones who need to get off the snap on time, get leverage on the defender, and create the space needed for the quarterback to pick up the first down.
This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
Some defensive ends specialize in getting after the quarterback. Some defensive ends specialize in run game. This guy can really make an impact on both, as we saw here for that tackle for loss.
Working from the gun, it's Jones. And he's in! Tyler Warren. Touchdown, Colts.
And this is what good offenses in the NFL do, Mike. It's the ability to bounce back, even if the onset of the game doesn't go exactly according to plan. Everybody wants to take their opening possession and go down there and come away with a touchdown. But it's not always going to be perfect. You turn it over on possession one. What are you going to do in response on possession two? Well, we just got our answer, and they took it down for 6.
Badgley's extra point is good. And the Colts are on the board. It's now 14-7. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Here's Smith to return it. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The Chiefs offense ready to see what they can do. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. They go play action with Mahomes. He'll get this complete to Pacheco.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly second down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
At the 31-yard line.
From the 31, here's 2nd down and 4. Mahomes back. That's into the hands of Worthy. And he'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a first down.
Kansas City.
Really nice timing on that slant route. You can tell the quarterback and the wide receiver are completely on the same page, and when executed at that level, it's virtually impossible to stop.
Getting the tight end involved in the run game here. Trying to use that big body to get the yardage, but he is stopped for no gain.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 37-yard line.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Patrick to throw. To the outside. Catch made by Worthy. And he'll get about 8 yards as he's ushered out of bounds. It'll set up 3rd down.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion, These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
Looks like he's going to have that first down. He will, not by a whole lot, but he's got it enough. They convert on third down.
Pickup of 2 yards. First down, Chiefs.
And with the ball on your side of the 50, if they didn't pick it up there, I think it would have been really interesting, Mike, to see if they would have thought about going for it on fourth down. I think they would have, but I guess we'll never know because he's able to pick up the first down anyway.
Once again, it's Pacheco. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, second and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
A run up the middle with Pacheco. And he'll get forward for a couple. Jermaine Pratt up to make the stop.
The tackle man just shy of midfield. A 3-yard pickup. And it's third down.
Third down and 9. Here's Mahomes. Off-balance throw. It's complete. Now, after the play, looks like we have an injury for one of the Chiefs. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. It's a 3 tight end look as they have it first and 10. Play fake. Now it's Mahomes.
There's no more efficient play in the NFL, Mike, than the play-action passing game. You can see here why. You make the defense have to honor both the run and the pass, and he's able to pick up a nice gain to his tight end.
So, from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd and 4. Throwing now, Mahomes. That's complete to Rice. And they'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a first down.
And this is the blueprint, Mike. The ability to sustain and maintain possession and methodically move the ball down the field in the process. The defense has had no answers up until this point, and now the next step is, can they come away with 6? Because anything less than that, after this long drive, would be a bit of a letdown.
And he'll get about 8 on that one, most of it coming after the catch. It's 2nd down.
It's a gain of 9.
I really like the balance that they've showed so far on this drive, Mike, and what that does is it makes the defense have to defend the entire field. The run game and the pass game, everything looks the same. There's no tells, so they can't afford to just dial up certain schemes to take away a run.
He's got his big tight end, Travis Kelce. Touchdown, Chiefs.
Kansas City.
Greg, it's the quarterback's best friend, and you were that guy for a lot of years. The tight end in a tight area with man coverage.
Yeah, and it's really twofold, Mike, right? First and foremost, we see so many of these tight ends around the league that now have gotten to the point where one-on-one matchups, that's advantage offense. But then even in the cases they don't create great separation, Mike, it's their size, their catch radius. It's such a friendly target for the quarterback that when things get tight in the red zone, they look to the tight end.
Butker now for the point after. He's got it. And the Chiefs will take a 21-7 lead.
21, Colts 7.
So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. Here's Gould on the return. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line. The Colts offense and Daniel Jones ready to get going once more. They'll do so with 1st and 10. He'll start this on the ground. It's Taylor. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 16, and very quickly, a first down.
That's good for the Colts. First down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Two minutes to go here till halftime. We'll come back to Indianapolis after this. Jones now on 1st down. That one complete to Pierce. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line.
Gain of 12 yards.
That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
And now you can see they're really getting in rhythm in this 2-minute drive. Now, after that last completion, Mike, they cross midfield. Now the mindset goes to, all right, we got to come away with some points. They've got a quarterback who's in complete control, and they got to see if they can finish this thing off.
And he'll take this one in. Alec Pierce. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A terrific play all the way around. Finished off by the receiver, who not only made the grab, but Greg turned it up and takes it into the end zone.
And that's the tricky part, Mike, that transition from receiver to runner. And in this case, he does it flawlessly. Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then get upfield and get yourself in the end zone.
Here's Badgley for the extra point. It's up and through. And the Colts draw closer here. It's 21-14.
Colts 14.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Here's Smith to return it. And he is stopped at 25. The drive will begin there. Patrick Mahomes going to lead the KC offense back out for this next drive. And he has done everything you could ask of him coming into this one. He spread it around, hasn't taken many chances, and potentially on his way to a big game throwing the football. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. Throwing is Mahomes. They're trying to set up the screen here with Pacheco.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
It is 2nd and 6. They put Kelsey in motion. This caught right side by Worthy. And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40. Now the Chiefs going to call the first of their timeouts. They get the stoppage with just over 50 seconds to play in this first half. So from the 39, they come up on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up second down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
To the left side in the hands of Rice. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. Mahomes finding Rice for the Kansas City first down.
Anytime you're facing a zone defense, you're working from your first progression all the way through. But when guys are open in this level, Mike, they don't stay open very long. So what they taught us as receivers, if you're open, stay open. And if you're not open, you better get open quick because that ball is coming out.
Now KC going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in half number 1.
36-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 2. They put Kelsey in motion. He runs with it. And he's going to get himself up, but not before he picks up the first down.
28-yard line. A gain of 9 yards.
And with just 4 seconds left in the first half, a timeout is called. Harrison Butker on now for the field goal. Spotted at the 35, this a 45-yard attempt. Butker's kick is good. And the Chiefs can tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the first half.
And that's a really nice boost here before the break. I mean, you work the clock well, you're able to steal some points. The biggest thing is you're able to build a little momentum now going into the locker room at halftime.
Final second now of this first half as this one is away. Couldn't take the chance. He's going to return it from the goal line. And he's going to be taken down. That is going to do it for us in this first half.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick halftime report. We'll let both sides catch their breath and get their orange wedges as we're going to get ready for the third quarter action. So let's go back out to the stadium as we rejoin our broadcast team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
All right, Scott, thank you. Second half drawing near. So good to have you back with us here on EA Sports. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Ashton Doolin now to return it. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. Here's Jonathan Taylor and the Colts offense heading back for their next possession. The deficit is 10, 24-14. So work to do as they come up for 1st and 10. Across the 30-yard line. to pick up the 4.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 32-yard line.
From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd and 6. On the give, this is Taylor. And he'll get maybe about 4 yards out of that one. Lane closed quickly. Here comes 3rd down.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. 3rd and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
They'll go with the sneak. Trying to find any seam he can, but the push too strong in the middle. He didn't get there. It's 4th down. They'll run for it. It's Taylor. And he's not going to get there. The defense was ready for it, and they stuff him on 4th down.
And a great job here by the defense, being strong up inside, forcing the ball carrier to have to bounce this out towards the sideline, and he can't get the corner, and they come up with a huge 4th down stop.
The Chiefs offense trotting back out for their first involvement of this second half. They start with the lead and the football, and they do so with tremendous field position. It's 1st and 10. Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. That's over the middle and caught by Kelsey. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards.
And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs.
And he'll get a couple of yards, and that's good enough for the 1st down.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. 2nd and short, play action pass, you can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the 1st down.
On 1st down, it's Mahomes. Firing right side, brought in by Brown. And he'll get about 8 on that one, most of it coming after the catch. It's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 18-yard line.
Now Mahomes. That's complete, left side to Worthy.
This pitch and catch may have looked routine, but I promise you, Mike, these types of anticipatory throws, especially outside the numbers, they don't occur without countless reps, oftentimes when nobody's even watching.
Down at the 12. It's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. He's got his man, middle of the end zone. Hollywood Brown. Touchdown, KC.
What separates the really good quarterbacks from everybody else in the National Football League, Mike, is not only ability to process, but the ability to process quickly under pressure. And I think that's exactly the case here. He's able to go through his progression, find his target in the end zone, and then deliver that ball on time, accurately, and the result is a touchdown.
Now Butker to add the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Chiefs will extend this 3rd quarter lead.
31, Colts 14.
So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. On the return, it's Doolin. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The Colts offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. The deficit is 17, so they got to start cutting into it soon. See if it starts here. 1st and 10. Gun, it's Jones. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up 2nd down.
It's now 2nd
And they got the look they were hoping for, one-on-one on the outside. He's just unable to hold on to it through contact, and I think that was a big opportunity missed.
2nd and 10. Shotgun now for Jones. He's going to keep it himself. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 40-yard line. You can't beat a running quarterback. Gain of 16 and a 1st down.
For a Colts.
Anytime the quarterback has the ability to extend the play with his legs, it just puts so much pressure on the defense. Here you are thinking you have all the routes manned up, there's nowhere to go with the ball, and next thing you know, he breaks the pocket, and he's able to pick up the 1st down.
On 1st down, Jones. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete. Tyler Warren, the man he was looking for there. And it'll bring up 2nd down.
And that's another brutal drop for an offense that has struggled to catch the ball up to this point. And yes, you can nitpick about ball placement and whatnot, but listen, the reality is at this level, if it hits your hands, you have to find a way to come down.
And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Oh, maybe a free play as he'll look to throw it. Coming open is Pierce. It's on target. And he's going to be taken down at the 30-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Working from the gun, it's Jones. Now they are in business. Inside the 15-yard line.
17 more yards.
Give them 17 more, and they are on a roll. Another 1st down.
10 at the 13-yard line.
These are the kind of plays that when you draw them up on the chalkboard, Mike, they all look great. But if you can't protect long enough, you're never going to get the receiver. I mean, think, he started on the left side of the formation in the slot, and he has to run all the way across the field to the right 3rd. I mean, that takes a lot of time. Let's give a lot of credit to the big guys up front.
And no chance to turn and go. That one's good for just a couple.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
Again, they'll throw with Jones. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the 1st down.
Jonathan Taylor. That's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 2.
Now a 3rd and 2. Again, it's Jones. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. And that one just too long to get going. They'll come up, stop him before the lineman could get out to lead the way.
Nice job by the defense there, stopping them short on 3rd down. Brings up fourth, but Mike, honestly, I don't think there's much decision to be made. He's got to keep his offense out there. They need to come away with points. Find themselves down multiple scores in this one. They're going to have to match.
And he's in. Michael Pittman. Touchdown, Indy.
We were talking during the break, Mike. We felt that this was kind of a do-or-die drive. They felt like they needed to come away with the touchdown here, and now they're showing a little life.
Yeah, a little bit of belief, don't you think? Everyone on that field knows they've been a part of a comeback before. It's a pretty big mountain, but a good way to get started here to begin this half. Badgley now, attack on the extra point. It's up and good. And the Colts are able to cut the deficit to 10.
31. Colts 21.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Nico Remigio to bring it back. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Patrick Mahomes is going to lead the KC offense back out for this next drive. And he's had it going in the first half. Really had his way with the secondary. They have been powerless to stop him. Now they're trying to keep it going. Pacheco, and he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
He was brought down at the 28-yard line. A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd and 9. Mahomes back. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
Mahomes going to throw here on 3rd down. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him.
This offensive line has to do a better job, Mike, of communicating the protection pre-snap, especially on these key 3rd downs. The blitz overwhelms them from the jump, and now they're picking their quarterback off the ground.
On 4th down, the Chiefs send out Matt Ariza to punt. Back deep, Anthony Gould. Oh! And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football.
Automatic 1st down.
They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Here's Mahomes. Short throw, caught by the tight end, Gray.
Mahomes' pass
And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
The drag route is such a good way to get the ball early into the hands of your tight end and take some pressure off the quarterback and give him an easy completion. The size and the athleticism allows them to try to pick up more yards, but do it after the catch.
Mahomes going to fire quickly to Worthy. And he'll be taken down after a gain of 3, but that is good enough for a first down.
4 yards.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
Off the play fake, here's Mahomes. That's to Gray, open on the left side. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 45-yard line.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd and 7. Right back to the air for Mahomes. They'll set up the screen to Pacheco. And he's going to have a first down as he's taken down on what is the final play of this third quarter. So both teams trade touchdowns in that frame as we get through the end of the third quarter. And Sunday Night Primetime continues after this. So they come to the line for first down and 10. That's over the middle, complete to Brown. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They got it inside the 15.
A gain of 21 yards.
Remember, he had the touchdown catch the last time they had the football. Here, he's got a first down.
An interesting decision there by the play caller to put this ball in the air. Mike, you're up by 2 scores. Traditional wisdom says, hey, we're up by 2 scores late in the fourth quarter. We've got to keep this clock moving. You don't want to risk an incompletion. Now, they convert. They're able to secure the catch and pick up a fresh set of downs. That's going to enable them to continue to burn more clock. And without a stop, their opponent's not going to get the ball.
And he'll get about 6 out of that one before being forced out of bounds.
When you put plays like this on tape, it sends a message to every defender across the league. When you play this offense and this guy has the ball, you better bring it when you come to contact him, because if not, you're going to be on the wrong end of it.
Throwing again, it's Mahomes. He'll drop this underneath to Pacheco.
Well, let's give some credit to the big boys up front in the trenches. They knew that blitz was coming. They held up just long enough that the quarterback could get that ball out safely and results in a completion.
Third down, 3 to go. Gray is the motion man here. On third down, Mahomes. And he'll take it on in. Noah Gray. Touchdown, Kansas City.
Touchdown, Kansas City.
Greg, that's one of those scores where it's not completely over, but it's getting to be about that time.
Yeah, Mike, I just think they're entering miracle stage right now, and I just don't think there's any coming back from this deficit.
Butker now to add the PAT. The kick is good. And the Chiefs will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter. So now it's
Harrison
Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. Here's Gould on the return. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. Here's the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over once more. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. Here's Jones. Taking off.
Well, let's give credit here to the coverage unit, Mike. There was nowhere to go with the ball for that quarterback. He had no choice but to just tuck it down himself, and he's able only to pick up a short gain.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd down and 6. To throw is Jones. He'll dump this off to Taylor. Complete. Oh, nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain.
It's 3rd down.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
It's a gain of 10 yards. That's good for a Colts 1st down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late. Well, this is a great example of the old saying, Mike, you never go broke taking a profit. And give credit to this quarterback. I know it's not the big explosive play he was looking for, but getting the ball into the hands of his running back, allow him to pick up some extra yardage after the catch.
Jones operating out of the pistol. He takes off. Jones into the slide, protects himself, and picks up the 1st down.
I love this call, Mike. 2nd down and short. One of the best downs in football to take a shot. Give credit to the defense. They were ready for it. But a nice job by the quarterback, realizing there's nothing downfield. Take off, turn into a runner, pick up the 1st down.
Throwing on 1st down. And they're going to get to him and take him down. Taken back to the other side of midfield. That is George Karlaftis getting through there to drop him for a loss of 6.
When you can win so fast as an edge rusher, you put so much pressure on the quarterback to speed everything up. He can sense that pressure coming either from his front or back side. It either speeds up and leads to an errant throw, or in this case, it leads to a sack.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Here's Jones to throw. Short one, and it's caught by Warren. Let's get about 6 before he's taken down.
That's a gain of 6.
The drag route. We used to say this is day 1 install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And depending on the speed and the run after catch ability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest gains.
Throwing is Jones on 3rd down. Escaping to his left. And he will slide to a halt, but he does have the 1st down.
This is exactly how it's supposed to look on 3rd down. His eyes are downfield, nothing materializes. He quickly decides he can do it himself, picks up the 1st down, and then to protect himself with the slide, well done.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Jones. There he goes again. And he won't try to risk much more. Sliding down a gain of 3.
Well, give him some credit. Initially, that looked like it was going to be a sack. He's able to escape the pressure and get away, picks up a little bit of yardage, but at least he avoids taking that shot.
From the 31, here is 2nd down and 7. From the gun, it's Jones. And they'll work this close to a 1st down, maybe just a tad short.
That's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 1.
They have converted twice on 3rd down on this drive, and they need a yard here with 3rd and 1. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5. They've got it. It'll be 1st and goal after a pickup of 21.
1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
This has been some kind of march downfield. Now, can they pay it off with 6? It's 1st and goal. Shotgun now for Jones. Good blocking, and he's in. Daniel Jones. Touchdown, Colts. Well, Greg, the light's still on way down at the end of the tunnel here. They are climbing back into this one with that touchdown here in the 4th quarter.
And they have a tall task ahead of them, Mike, but they have a chance. I mean, we've seen stranger things happen. They got a 2-possession game here late. They're going to need a couple stops, and they're going to need a couple things to bounce their way.
Here's Badgley for the extra point. He knocks it through. And the Colts are able to cut the deficit to 10.
Makes the score Chiefs 38, Colts 28.
This one not quite over, but down a couple of scores. We're going to get an onside kick.
Late in the game, this is where you see teams really start taking some chances. And boy, this was a big one, but it's not going to work out.
Patrick Mahomes going to lead the KC offense back out for this next drive. And he has been masterful so far leading this offense, keeping the mistakes to a minimum, on point with his passes, generally one step ahead of the defense all game long. It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. The drive begins with a run by Pacheco. Now the Colts will use the first of their timeouts, and they'll get together prior to this 2nd down play.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
He'll stay on the ground and stay with Pacheco. Good running there. He's got the 1st down inside the 30.
He's tackled at
Timeout, Indianapolis. That is their 2nd. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the 1st down. Gives it to Pacheco. The Colts will signal for their 3rd and final timeout, and they'll get together prior to this 2nd down play.
He's done a really nice job making the most of his touches. They've made it a priority. Let's use this ground game to try to wear down the defense, and right now is one of the main reasons why they have the lead.
From the 20, here's 2nd down and a yard. Off to And he picks up the first down. It'll be first and goal.
First and goal at the 4-yard line.
So when you're evaluating the impact of a team's run game, Mike, I think it's important at the end of the game to look back and say, okay, how many yards did they run for? But more importantly, when did those yards come? Did I run for those yards in the fourth quarter, which typically means I had to lead? That's the sign of a successful run game, as opposed to getting a lot of meaningless yards early in the game.
So 2 minutes left to play in the second half. We'll come back and finish this one off after this. Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee. Back to the 5-yard line now. Second down and goal. Holmes fakes the give and keeps it himself. And he's going to lose yardage here, taken down back at the 8.
You know, at this point, the defense has to sell out and stop the run. You know exactly what the offense is trying to get accomplished by keeping the ball on the ground. But now the question remains, are they willing to take some risk here and put the ball in the air on third down? Or do they play it safe and keep running the clock by keeping the ball on the ground?
On fourth down, Harrison Butker on for the Kansas City field goal. This, about as short as you can get. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Chiefs will extend their lead.
Yeah, he does a nice job handling that kick there, but I think offensively, you come back to the sideline and you're thinking, we have to find a way to finish these drives. I mean, to be in first and goal and settle for 3, that can be very deflating for an offense settling for too many field goals.
Just 1 second, all that remains in the football game as the kick is away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. Here is first and 10. Here we go. One final play. He'll take a deep shot for down. And the final throw of the game winds up incomplete, and that will do it. This one comes to an end. So it's a win for the visiting Chiefs. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. But in the end, they got a few more defensive stops than their opponents did. And that was the difference in this one. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say good night from Indianapolis.